Hey everybody! Welcome back to Northernlion Plays The Binding of Isaac. I can't lie, very excited to be doing an Isaac run today, because, well, I mean, 2 runs ago, it was a loss, but it was a fun loss, because I had Ipecac, and Ipecac's always a fun item, because it's a little bit zany and crazy, and you could end up killing yourself just as easily as killing the enemies. Probably should not put myself in that awful position there. But last run, we played as Maggie, and good lord, was that a heinous and horrendous run. It should maybe like stand a little closer to one side so I can give myself an out if exactly this happens. Holy crap, I didn't take damage there. And then immediately took 2 hits of damage afterwards. Luckily, we're not playing for keeps on this floor, aka there's no deal with the devil possibility that I screwed myself out of, so I feel like we're okay in this in the whole scheme of things. But yeah, the last run with Maggie was just, to be honest with you, not altogether that fun. And I am hoping that the D6 augments that a little bit, because there are a lot of items that I ended up taking on that Maggie run that I never would have taken if I had any choice in the matter with respect to what item actually spawned and appeared. This is a weird one. I say it's weird. We're not going to take Pageant Boy. We're going to re-roll it. It's much better. Okay, if I'd known that we would have had meat, I would have re-rolled it automatically. No questions asked. But, I've come to respect Pageant Boy a little bit more than I used to, and the reason for that is that money is important, you know? If you can get Pageant Boy that gives you basically half of an item from a shop, which is not a great deal until you realize that that could be a battery or a compass, which are worth way more than your average, like, item room item. And more than your average boss room item as well, although meat is not necessarily average. But money's typically pretty easy to come by, and instead of taking Pageant Boy, we could take 5 bombs like this, which also gives us Mr. Mega, who gives us more damage on our bombs, and allows us to find maybe 1 or 2 secret rooms, which would pretty much be equal to the money that we would get from Pageant Boy. Like, Pageant Boy, I think if they're gonna balance it out, not that, again, I stress this every time, but not everything in Isaac needs rebalancing. You can have some things that are just not balanced, and that's okay. The Judgment card there is very good, by the way. But I would make it drop, like... I mean, the problem is if you make it drop 25 cents, then it's just like the quarter. But I would make it drop, like... maybe just increase the potential chance of it dropping a nickel or a dime or something like that, because I think 25 cents or more basically either makes it exactly like the quarter or it makes the quarter worthless, which it already kind of is in my opinion. But, yeah, I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with this one. In any case, I did end up basically being forced to pick up Mr. Mega. I don't think it's a bad thing, because I think it will allow me to go to the secret room and get some money as a result. We don't have any keys, so that's kind of the way we're going to have to do things, almost. I feel, and I'm just going to take a quick look to see where I'm going to use this bomb. And I really hope that we get some money from the secret room as well. This is actually excellent because the secret room could be adjacent to the item room here. But I really want to see if we get money from the secret room, because if I get a deal with the devil, obviously this judgment card could be used to good effect to possibly earn a free deal with the devil item, although with only 2 cents. It would be a hell of a risk to use it right now. There's a key, so that might end up being useful to get to our shop, maybe? Although... my main priority right now is the item room. I'm gonna go ahead and guess that AI is probably not strong enough to fit those spiders over here, but holy shit, it actually shot them over the edge and managed to get me twice, mostly because I'm an idiot with that second one, but good lord, I don't feel very good about the damage I took there. Hopefully that doesn't really lower my chances of getting a deal with the devil, although we could still definitely use more money before we do the whole judgment thing. Shit, I guess we're gonna go fight the boss right away because we're here. So it's the Widow. I'm gonna put a bomb down here. It worked! Okay, it killed it in 1 hit. I didn't realize that that would happen, but I got pretty lucky there regardless. We'll take the crate. The crate is an item that a lot of people think is really bad, but I actually kind of like it. Now, what's the pill? This is integral. It's a health upgrade, so that's amazing. And then the stars card just allows us to teleport to the item room. And you know what? The item room just automatically has a damage upgrade on it. Not a great damage upgrade, but chemical peel is a damage upgrade. So we'll end up taking that. And we got some keys as a result, so not every crate is going to work out like that, but I picked it because it gave us the key. I picked it because it gave us a pill. I picked it because it gave us a tarot card, and a lot of those ended up working out quite nicely for us here. Better than your average boss room item. It's fucking stupid that the secret room is in a shitty location, but oh well, so be it. That's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. With 7 cents, I don't really feel comfortable going to the secret room with only 2 keys, so I guess we're just going to leave this floor, but all things considered, I'm pretty pleased with the way that it went down. We still have this judgment card that we can use to get a free deal with the devil, or a monetary deal with the devil item later. Umbilical cord we might as well take, even though it's really bad, but it's not worse than nothing, I guess. And now we're set up quite nicely on this floor. So, bomb bag. I think it's re-rollable. Really wants me to take bombs, apparently. 10 bombs is what's worse, or what's better, I should say. 10 bombs or the bomb bag. I do think the bomb bag probably long-term is better than 10 bombs, but, you know, they're both not great. Oh, wow, okay, a second health upgrade, really, really good. Can I just not pick up that judgment card, apparently? Second health upgrade, really, really good, obviously. Somebody up there likes us whenever our pill pool ends up resembling the way that it does right now. But we're going to have a lot of opportunities to reroll the bomb items, or at least a few opportunities to reroll those bomb items. So I'm going to go through with it. I'm not too worried about taking damage right now. If we take it, so be it. These spirit hearts, you know, they're easy come, easy go, right? If I manage to keep some of them alive, that would be for the best, but I doubt that that's going to be very, very likely. But I'm pleased with the way this run has gone so far. What do we have? We have meat, which is an HP upgrade, and then 2 HP upgrades from random pills. That's great news. Please don't be an HP downgrade. That's almost, in a way, worse. Tears downgrade is really going to shitify the amount of damage we're dealing. But we can get Tears upgrades fairly likely, or there's a high likelihood of us getting Tears upgrades, I should say. The magnet sucks. It always sucks. It sucks more when you can fly, but it still sucks for us right now. Because we'll probably get the ability to fly later, and just in general, the magnet's, like, it's not worth the pedestal that it's sitting on, basically. I am taking so much terrible damage so far. This is okay, though. That red heart's important. Golden poop down here may actually make this shop viable, or give me a better tarot card, sorry, better trinket than the one that I'm currently wielding. So, you know, it's not hard to be better than the umbilical cord, but it would be nice if we could just confirm that, or get extra money here right off the bat. Extra money. Not quite enough, but money nonetheless. And another pill. This one is a bad trip. Okay, so, you know, for every yin, there's a yang, and unfortunately, we're getting our yang diddled right now. Okay, that's money. I cannot continue to take this dumb damage. This is getting kind of ridiculous. We'll get another reroll, but we're kind of cutting it close with the number of rerolls we're going to have on this floor. Please don't tell me I could have just bombed my way into the item room, because that key was actually very valuable for me. Okay, maybe that's good, I guess. Secret rooms have been impossible to come by so far, for whatever reason. There's our boss room. We're not going to go to our boss room right away, because I don't think we're going to earn a deal with the devil anyway. Might as well maximize my reroll opportunities. If it ends up working out, amazing. Otherwise, at least we get to reroll the magnet. And, you know, the danger of what we're doing here is not lost on me. I'm about to reroll my third passive on an item room, which is just asking for trouble, right? But the passives have all been bad so far. If they've been attribute upgrades of any kind, even speed upgrades, maybe not range upgrades, but even speed upgrades, I probably would have taken them, but they're not, so be it, basically. Let's come back down here and use our reroll on the magnet, and it gives us the Anarchist Cookbook. I'd be lying if I had said that thought didn't cross my mind. It just did, didn't it? When I mentioned that there was a fairly realistic chance that maybe should have taken one of those passives, but, you know, so be it, I suppose. Maybe should have gone with the bomb bag if I could go back in time, but I can't. So hopefully, it doesn't actually appear like we will be able to, but I was hoping we'd be able to get another reroll. So we're just gonna have to deal with what we got on this floor, which is basically jack shit. Probably should have just picked up the bomb bag. Is there enough money in here for me to bomb for it? Yeah, for 2 bombs, I can get 15 cents and then use my last key to go to the shop. Is it a good idea? No, I don't, maybe. No, I don't, maybe. It depends. Before we go to the shop, I know that's 2 bombs that I did on the condition of going to the shop, but we should see if we get a deal with the devil here. I think it's exceptionally unlikely. But on the off chance it does happen, Off Chance, by the way, just released a great new album, but on the off chance it does happen, then we'll be able to use our judgment here. So, and it did happen, so that's important. Before picking up the range upgrade, and also we did get a small rock there, which is great. We should just come in here and see if, because if it was Krampus, then we'd want to, please don't be Demon Judgment. Yeah, if it was Krampus, we would have wanted to fight and then re-roll the range upgrade in the last room. But anyway, we're going to see if we can get Judgment to pay out here. I will almost certainly end up picking up the Mark. I can't re-roll, so we'll almost certainly end up picking up the Mark. Thank you for the Lover's card. Please pay out. I can't lie, it would give me a little bit of satisfaction if it didn't pay out until those last 2 cents that we spent 2 bombs to pick up. But he did, and he paid out with an HP upgrade, which kind of boggles my mind. But we'll pick up the Mark. We will not worry about picking up the shop. Instead, we'll just leave this floor. And I would say that that went pretty okay in the whole scheme of things. From fairly dire beginnings to a little bit stronger of an end, at least. Things looked pretty bad there, but they recovered a little bit. Picking up the Mark is nice. We got Small Rock. I mean, if you think about it, we got like 2 damage upgrades and an HP upgrade on that last room, which is pretty amazing. I hate to say it, but I almost wish I had the magnet here. That would have been another of the less bad pickups that we could have gotten from that corridor that we had. But maybe I've learned my lesson there, you know, just be a little bit less picky with your items. But sometimes who dares wins, right? Sometimes better safe than sorry, and sometimes who dares wins. They're in direct competition with one another, but that's why they're both vague platitudes that still exist in our society today. Got another key for all our trouble there, which is fine, but the curse room is terrible. And we could get another deal with the devil here. In any case, certainly it was well worth taking that judgment card down as far as we did. It's an intermediate level Isaac tactic, but it is an important one, because if you do it, you just maximize the chance of you getting a good item, even though for some reason it didn't pay out with the deal with the devil item. I wonder if that's being patched out. Get your rebirths hype up. I swear to God, there's things I noticed in the game, and previously if I noticed them like 6 months ago, I would have been like, oh, you know, that's just Isaac being Isaac. Sometimes it's weird. But now I'm like, oh shit, are they augmenting the game for rebirth? This must be viral marketing for rebirth. I don't know. I'm an idiot sometimes, is basically the way I would describe that. Not so great on the whole not taking damage front here, but I don't think we're going to get a deal with the devil. We didn't. We got Magic 8-Ball, which we'll reroll to Squeezy, which is better. Plus, the Spirit Hearts could back us up if we go to a Blood Bank or something. But yeah, mostly it's a Tears upgrade, and I'm psyched to get the Tears upgrade. Maybe we finally compensated for that Tears downgrade pill, which we took, but we'll never take again. Secret room would be nice if we could find it. Seems unlikely, because we haven't found any so far. I guess this is just a secret roomless run. It's a secret roomless run, secret roomless run. Just pull it out, dip it, and lick it. I don't know where to go from there. It's getting a lot of mileage out of that baby bottle pop joke. What a weird jingle. Like, they knew when they were writing that jingle that it sounds incredibly sexual, like overtly, right? It's a baby bottle pop. Baby bottle pop. Just pull it, or pop the top, lick it, and shake it, and lick it again. Oh, it's just innocent. You're just getting candy all over. Yes, that's true, but they know. They were not children who made the song. They know that there's... I mean, but we are coming from an era here where we had, like, you know, in the 90s, and even now, probably, but I don't follow it, so I don't know. We had, like, 15-year-old pop stars that were singing about, like, I'm waiting for you, I'm missing you like candy. And then, you know, Mandy Moore is talking about rubbing her junk all over another... She's 15, man. Doesn't matter if she looks 15, she's 15. Now... We're still trying to find the secret room in many ways, but I've kind of given up hope. Holy shit, we found it. And give us the Ankh, and I'll just take the Ankh at face value, which is about, you know, 1 bomb's worth. Bombsworth, also the CEO, of course, of the Great Hat Corporation, Trilby's R Us in the south end of London. I like that we're killing these turrets with 2 hits. Don't get me wrong, that is actually pretty amazing. Oh, that was not amazing, though. That was terrible. That was, well, way worse. Let's just disregard that ever happened and we'll move on. But this is kind of an indication of how much damage we're doing on this run. 2 hits to kill a turret is a very nice kind of position to be in. We got Lard. We'll take it. Our speed is not going to be good, but our health is going to be okay, so that's fine. Now, we can spend bombs to get money, I think, so we're going to do that because getting to 15 cents would actually allow us to visit a shop for the first time in a long time. First time ever on this run, actually. I don't want to talk about what just happened there. I don't want to talk about the fact that I just walked on the spikes. I looked at the spikes, and it was almost as if I said, I don't give a shit that you exist, because I'm going to walk over you anyway. Okay, this is obviously the much better place to use our bomb. We'll get 4 cents as a result. And we may end up fighting a mini-boss. That's fine, especially if he gives me a shop item that I can maybe reroll. If he gives me the quarter, I'm going to reroll it. If he gives me the Steam sale, I'm going to reroll it. If he gives me, if he just gives me money, then I'm just going to take it on the chin, I guess, aren't I? But we're starting to piece together a half-decent run out of this. Okay, it's the map. This is a tricky one. I'm going to take it. Reason I'm going to take it, easy access to all of the main secret rooms for the rest of the run. Could give me more money to buy other items later, basically. Could have re-rolled it, and yeah, maybe I would have gotten the compass, maybe battery 9-volt nun's habit. Maybe I would have re-rolled it and gotten the notched axe, though, so I think this was a fairly okay value proposition for me, personally. So we're leaving the caves part 2. Much stronger than we found it, I think, or at least stronger than we found it. We'll get back to full health, head down to the next floor, and feel pretty good about the way things are going, all things considered, I think. But we are on Necropolis 1. We're going to have to start making some moves here if we're going to have a chance to win. Damage is the order of the day. Health is okay, but we definitely need... I really thought I would still be in invincibility when that shot came in. We're definitely going to need more damage if we want to have a good chance to win. Mom's Knife would be a glorious coup for us if we could pick it up. It always is, but even more glorious than average, perhaps. Now I can see where the secret room is, so I know whether or not to waste a bomb to try to get into an area, or use a bomb to try to get into an area, because obviously still we're low on keys. So if I can go to both the item room and the shop without having to use 2 keys, that would be remarkable for me, wouldn't it? Well, I can definitely, yeah, I don't know what to do there to avoid taking damage, but I could go to the library without wasting a key. Don't you want to go to the library, kids? Doesn't that sound like... No, Mom, I want to go to the porno theater. Wow, that's just vulgar, little Jimmy character that I made up in my head as a straw man argument. Okay, nearly got hit there. That should... Oh, that didn't do it. That should do it. All right. Definitely not going to waste a bomb to go into the library, or waste a key, I should say. And we will waste some health to go into the curse room because, well, obviously, yes, stuff like that can happen, but... also, it's just a good idea. The only reason I would use a key to go into the library is if using a bomb afterwards would then let me get into the secret room, but it seems just way smarter to just go and see if, like, the secret room is adjacent to the item room. Then we're gonna... I may not be making any sense right now. I'm kind of having disjointed thought process as I'm trying to explain what I'm trying to articulate, or as I'm trying to articulate what I'm thinking right now. Basically, maybe that secret room borders the item room, so then my thought process was, well, we can use a key to get into the library and then use a bomb to enter the secret room and then another bomb to enter our item room. But I don't particularly care for the items that we could get from the library right now, so I think it's much smarter for me, if I'm going to use a key to enter a room that's adjacent to the secret room, to just use a key to enter the item room instead. The downside is that we're kind of taking this more conservatively from a reroll standpoint, which sucks, but whatever. We're kind of stuck in this situation now. No need for us to go up there unless we need to generate more rerolls, and there might not be enough rooms left to generate more rerolls anyways. There's our shop. Obviously not going to use a key to go to that in our current situation unless our secret room ends up being truly amazing. Back to full health. Could go to the mob trap room. I did not mean to use a key there. It just does it automatically. Don't get mad at me, Mr. Man. We're gonna re-roll chocolate milk because it's bad, and we're gonna get the relic, which is great. So that is a pretty good change in events there. Our secret room contains a slot machine. Doesn't that sound like it could be like a replacement song? Secret room's a slot machine. That needs some work. Now we can get one more re-roll, and why do I want it? Because obviously, if we come to if we fight the boss and the boss gives us an item we do want, but then there's a deal with the devil afterwards anyway, we still can get a reroll. Unless that item in the top right doesn't have enemies in it, in which case, fuck us. But, yeah, basically I want to have a reroll available for the potentiality of a deal with the devil, in which point I could reroll it, maybe get ability to fly, mom's knife, brimstone, anything that would give me a better chance of success. Probably a smart idea to come back here and fight in the mob trap room first, just in case we lose the criteria to actually be able to open it in the future. We knew that there would not be an item in there unless it was inside of a golden chest, which would have made it impossible for us to access anyway. We'd open, like, the iron chest and then open the golden chest afterwards, and maybe later if we got a key. I guess we could buy a key from the shop, but it's very unlikely because we have to have a key to get in there as well. We're in a very key-bereft situation, and we have been multiple times over the runs that I've recorded today, of which this is, like, the 5th, but, that's okay. 12 bombs did give us a chance to... We could have bombed our way in from the library. We could have. I'm glad we didn't. We wasted a key, but again, that's the game. That's not me. I tried not to, but it just pulls it right away, so fuck me, I guess. Get another health upgrade for coming through with that. That seems like an awesome pickup for us. What do we need? A blood bag would actually be amazing. If we could get a speed plus HP upgrade, glorious. Thank God this room does have enemies in it. Our damage is fine. We did get the mark. We did get the small rock. We have had squeezy and some other tiers upgrades, I guess. But it would be nice to get some more damage. I'm not going to tell a lie. It's on my mind, you know? Who are we going to fight on Necropolis 1? Let's say we're going to fight War here. Ideal boss would probably be the Fallen, I suppose, but I think we're going to fight War, and we're going to get 1 cube of meat, and then we're going to be able to use our reroll on a deal with the devil. I'm going to try to be positive about things. Let's see. Well, we're actually fighting the Wretched, I think, or the Wicked. I can never remember. But this is one of the easiest bosses, if not the easiest boss we can actually fight here. I think it might be the easiest boss we can actually fight here. Now, I can still easily get caught out and end up taking damage by getting caught in one of his jumps. It always jumps way further than I anticipate that it would. That's okay. It kills its own enemies, and there we go. Definitely could have earned a deal with the devil on this one, if you ask me. But you don't need to ask me. Just look at the game. We'll take our HP because we're not picking up 9 lives in here. Anyway, so it's the Nail and Whore of Babylon. Those are both rerolls. We'll take the Pact. We got 2 HP on this floor, and we traded it immediately away for more statistical upgrades. Was that a good deal? I think it was okay. So, judging by where our secret room is, it's pretty easy to tell that it is not bordering... you know, actually, I'm wrong. It could border... Careful. The longer we get, like, private time with these hearts, the better my life is. But, we could get, maybe the shop there. We can already see the item room, but the shop could be bombable. And all that would make it better is if our secret room ends up containing, like, a fuck ton of money. So that was a pretty terrible room, all things considered, but that's okay. Bad Trip is great, especially if we find an arcade on this floor, which we probably won't because we only have 4 cents. Peeper's Eye, we're not going to reroll. We're going to take it and just like the damage, basically, that we get. It's not a great item, and I probably... Oh, I hate you. And I probably should have just rerolled it so I had, like, a reroll pedestal, but it was kind of a knee-jerk reaction. I don't 100% regret it, but that's okay. Okay, so we'll wait for Peeper's Eye to get out of here. And then we'll place the bomb and see if this is maybe our shop. It could not be. It isn't, but, you know, it was worth a shot anyway. I could have just explored it first, but I wanted to make sure that we would maybe have a reroll ready sooner. I don't know. Kind of unideal play so far on this floor, but that's okay. We can still win this one. Very unideal. Definitely not strategically relevant most of the time to walk on the spikes and get yourself hurt. I would advise against it if possible. This room can suck on my nards, and after it does, please, like, get me a towel or something, because they're probably going to be pretty moist. Do we have anything over here? We have our boss room, which we can't go to yet. We can go to our mob trap room if I don't get hit twice on this room, which is, you know, we'll see. Got lucky, maybe. Yeah, what's in our mob trap room? It's the compass. So I'm very glad we went through with that. We'll end up fighting 0 bosses in here. I thought this was a boss trap room for a second. No, just regular enemies. And we could go fight Mom, but it's a dumb idea. I think it's much smarter to explore the remainder of the floor, of which there is a lot, and see if there's anything beautiful to get. Map plus compass is a huge get for us, don't get me wrong. This is still not a 1-run. It's probably bordering on winning now. Our damage is good. No orbitals. Those are actually seriously predictive of late game success. I don't know. Easy room, though. Got another bomb. At this point, trading a bomb for a penny doesn't seem like a terrible idea, but there's our shop. It's all the way down there. We need a key, but we also have plenty of time to get 5 cents in it, or 6 cents in a key before we get down there. And of course, you know, there is always the soul-crushing plausibility that, yeah, that was stupid of me. I don't know why I just walked into the middle of that. The soul-crushing plausibility that there would be a mini-boss in there. If there is, so be it. I've totally forgot that we have the relics, so once every 4 rooms we get gifted a spirit heart. Should probably stop either picking them up or throwing them away. Now, is a bomb worth it here? Yeah, totally. Bomb for a spirit heart. Remember that was the Kid Rock song. Bomb for a spirit heart is a good deal. Jump the boogie. That's, I don't know why my voice is starting to sound like Pete Weber. Who do you think you are? I am! Anyway. You should look at, you know, stop watching my videos right now, forever. And just YouTube Pete Weber. He's like a PBA bowling pro. I'm just going to use the Hangman and carry Bad Trip with me. So he plays on the professional bowling tour, so he's a big deal. And just a lot of videos of him on YouTube having like a real attitude. He's the kind of guy who's like 60, but definitely still listens to Limp Bizkit and relates to it. It's not just like, oh, this is a catchy tune, whippersnappers. It's serious. Like, he's like, yeah, fuck yeah. 1 step closer to the edge, and I'm about to strike. Anyway, yes, I know that that's Linkin Park, not Limp Bizkit. I grew up in the late 90s and early 2000s, so, you know, that stuff is all permanently, there we go, ingrained into my memory. Taking some really awful damage. I don't feel good about it, but we are making our way down to the shop. We picked up enough keys to open up the shop, but doesn't really mean too much when we don't have very much money. But we'll throw a key away to see if we fight a mini-boss, I guess. And maybe there will be a half-price item for sale? Pretty unlikely, though. We haven't fought a greed yet, so I'm imagining that it's probably pretty likely that we will see one on this floor. Yeah, there we go. Just get in the hitbox. And sure, 1 cent to finish this job is okay by me. Let's see. Or sorry, 1 key to finish this job is okay by me. Well, you know, I think we just walked down here and we basically say we lost 5 cents, but we picked up a key. That's fine. We don't want the Book of Revelations anyway. Could have re-rolled it, but we didn't get enough money. So be it. Map plus compass plus mark plus pact plus small rock plus squeezy plus peeper's eye plus chemical peel. Decent damage. That's pretty solid damage, all things considered. And, you know, picking up the Polaroid is an upgrade because umbilical cord is dog shit, so that's good news. yeah, I guess we just fight our boss and we count our lucky stars that we've had a pretty good run so far. Could use a bomb to get... I guess we could buy a Spirit Heart by using that bomb to get that penny and then walking back, but that seems like a real dumb decision, all things considered. Alright, so Mom Fight is not going to be as easy proportionally as a lot of the other rooms we're going to come across. I think we're in one of those positions where we're worse against single-target foes than we are against rooms with lots of crowd control on them, just due to the kind of rate of fire that we have. But that's okay. We should still be more than fine here. We're already probably about 60% done with this fight. The more feet that drop, the better my life becomes, because they take out the enemies for me, so I don't have to. Kind of like the Nostalgia Critic, and watch out for the spider. We're taking some damage on this fight, but that's understandable. That's to be understood. That's the definition of the word. And we're just going to take stem cells. I know it's a shot speed upgrade. We could reroll it to a better HP upgrade or pentagram or something, but the odds of that are quite low. This bad trip pill could end up being a lifesaver for us. Womb XL, that means no deals with the devil. Could go to the curse room, but I don't feel confident enough in our strength to act like that's going to be an automatic good thing for us. We might end up losing more health than we would actually gain. Well, let's just see, I guess, how it's going to work out for us. Should try to stay at a half-heart interval, but I think I'm just going to bum rush the boss. Not that those two things are mutually exclusive at all. We don't have rage. That's the last run. This run's definitely... I'm much more well-poised to be in an okay position on this run. Health is better. Damage is way better. Spacebar item is actually usable. I mean, we were Maggie on that last run, so we weren't spoiled for choice when it comes to items, because we didn't have the D6. We had the Unicorn Horn, followed by Book of Belial, which just wasn't quite powerful enough to do the job for me. Okay, now we've already got Spirit Hearts. We've committed. Might as well stick with it. Makes it pretty unlikely that we'll get to a half-heart interval, but who knows? Maybe we'll find a blood bank or something. Larry Jr.'s like, this is pretty much an ideal room for me at this point, let's be honest. Easy enemies. Would really love a deal with the devil. It can't happen, basically, at this point. Yeah, we'll take it. I was mulling that over in my head. But yeah, I would really love a deal with the devil, but we basically can't get one unless we can teleport out of this boss fight, and maybe even still, I don't think we can. But yeah, we picked up a damage upgrade there, which is nice. Every damage upgrade that we get just makes enemies melt just a little bit faster. What are we lacking on this run that we have on a lot of runs by this point? We have no augmentations for our D6. We don't have battery, 9-volt Nun's Habit. We don't have the ability to fly, but that's about it. Apart from that, we're pretty much set right now. Which doesn't mean we're necessarily going to win, but I definitely think we have the tools necessary to facilitate a win if I play well, which is debatable. Now, so far so good. We're not going to take damage on this room. I'll call that right now. Almost forsook myself there, but that's okay. We're definitely not going to open that for the cost of our only 2 remaining keys. If we were in extremely dire straits, we might consider it. Extremely Dire Straits, also the name of my cover band. We exclusively play songs by Sting in The Police. I don't know why you even asked. It seems pretty obvious. Okay, so Blast Assist, easy. We'll have a reroll available for our first boss, which is the only one that matters. Alright, we still will have one available for our first boss. It's actually Triachnid, which is, you know, not a difficult room, but an annoying room when it comes up on the cathedral, but considering we get an item at the end of this, this is a pretty easy and good boss room for us, all things considered. So we're about, 90% of the way done with it. We won. That was easy. And we'll just take our HP upgrade and move on. Now we are due for the Mom fight. And lucky enough and strong enough to kill the turrets very quickly, and now we begin with Crowd Control 101. Totally forgot that we have Mr. Mega. That's going to really help out our damage as well. That almost fucked up our crowd control. If that was zombies, that would have completely fucked up our crowd control, but that's okay. Monstro should be dead, like, right now. Yeah, we do decent damage. Not Mom's knife level, but good. And we may even have some bombs left over for the next floor, which would be amazing. Already got Mom continuously firing bombs. This is good. Okay, so we'll just finish the job here. I don't foresee any problems. Just don't walk on the creep. That was very close. I'm basically like edging on the creep right now. Don't take that out of context. That's an Urban Dictionary entry right there. Sure, another Spirit Heart is great. Up to the cathedral. The only thing that could have really pissed me off at this point has just showed up. That is Curse of Darkness, Curse of Blindness, whatever. Oh, this is a dead end. Fuck off and see you later. There's more There's more nard sucking to go around. Surprisingly difficult sentence to utter if you consider yourself, an adult who is functional. Okay, that was very dumb damage on my part, and wouldn't surprise me if we ended up taking some more dumb damage even before this room is up. Alright, never mind. Game will do anything to prove me wrong, even if it means helping me out. I'm debating. I think it's best to pick it up. I know the virus shows up all the time on the chest anyway. You don't need to tell me that, Snap, okay? And I know we're gonna have to fight 3 bosses for the privilege of getting the virus, which seems real fucking silly. But this might end up making a difference on the Isaac fight, and that's my thought process right now. I thought maybe this will end up making a difference on the fight that is coming up immediately. Let's not worry about min-maxing, let's just worry about surviving, because as strong as we are, we're not in a 1 position by any stretch of the imagination. Every item that we get helps us out, and if we lose Spirit Hearts, fuck it. We're gonna lose Spirit Hearts anyway, and we have the Relic to supplement us a little bit. Plus, we have a lot of Red Hearts to back up on it. Back up on it. I'm boo-boo, yeah, boo-boo. Back up on the pony. Please don't give me the pony, by the way, game. That was just it was a Flula-ism. We'll move onwards. Yeah, you know, that was really bad. That was stupid of me, but I will play the Fortune Teller here, because tarot cards are super valuable. The Devil, not as valuable as, like, the Sun. Or, sorry, not as valuable as Full Health here. But yeah, not as valuable as the Sun, either. But the Spirit Hearts could be useful. I think it was a portable slot that showed up there. That's the Sun. Okay, I'm trying to think about how I'll do this now. So we have Bad Trip and the Sun. And the Crystal Ball, which will just give me a Spirit Heart, God willing. And we'll just lose it right away. Okay, so we got Bad Trip, and we have the Sun. What do I want here? I think we'll roll with Bad Trip for now. And if I end up winning, we'll come back for the Sun. You could do that vice versa, but I don't want to risk walking on the spikes again. But I will go back into that general area because that's a reroll pedestal. As good as Crystal Ball is, it's no good to us sitting on the ground, so we might as well try to swap it out for a passive or a seriously better active if possible. Know what I mean? I hope that comes across fairly well. Oh, there's no reason for us to go back just yet. But yeah, we got spoiled for choice with the tarot cards that we got there. It's unfortunate that we can only bring 1 into the fight. If we could bring in Bad Trip and the Sun and the Devil card, then that would obviously be remarkable for us. Well, you know what? We might as well I was gonna say we might as well reroll the Steam sale because it's right there, but instead I walked into it. Playing really sloppily right now. This is maybe why recording 5 or 6 Isaac episodes in one day is not always in your best interest. We'll re-roll the Crystal Ball. It becomes the Skeleton Key. We have to take it. Well, you don't have to, but this gives us a much better chance of opening all the chests on the chest, if we make it there, than having 2 keys. So we're going to do it, because it's basically more items in the future. And now, with Skeleton Key, we can do stuff like that. Hey, free Spirit Heart. Well, not free, but 2% of our keys for a Spirit Heart. Pretty good deal. So, Bad Trip. Again, Bad Trip is not the best pill. And in fact, when I went back there to get Skeleton Key, probably would have been a pretty clever idea to pick up the Sun card instead, but Bad Trip gives us the most value that most of the value that the Sun would give us, except for the extra damage via like the Necronomicon type effect on it. So I don't feel too bad about it. I think this is still pretty much the right way to handle it, and we'll be able to take one of the cards with us to the next floor. Now the only question is, what's better, Bad Trip / the Sun or the Devil card? And to be honest with you, I don't know, but I think in this situation, Bad Trip is probably a lot better. If we only had like 1 heart container, then the Devil would win out for sure, because obviously full health doesn't mean anything if you die the first time you get hit. Okay, maybe this is the way to the boss. Maybe it's not. Maybe go fuck myself, I guess. I totally thought I could fly there. Not to accidentally quote stuck between stations by the hold steady. Ooh, okay, we're good. Taking a lot of damage, but this is why we have full health pills. There's also a portable slot, or a Wheel of Fortune card. Not that that's worth anything for us. We can't even hazard a guess to pick that up, unfortunately. Yeah, this floor's not going very well for me, but I think that's indicative of the fact that we're just not particularly strong right now. It's not like the Britney Spears song, you know? I'm stronger than yesterday, now you're nothing but a highway? Doesn't seem to make sense. Why is she dating a road, right? That's weird. It's not like adopt a highway. It's not like adopt a kid, but maybe she doesn't know that. It's not a real thing. It's just it's a road. It's asphalt. Talk to Bruce Springsteen. He knows something about it. Or Cormac McCarthy. Now, more red hearts would be amazing. Yeah, more money would be good too. For someone, I guess. And we're safe. And this has got to be the right way to get to our boss. This is just redonkulous right now. How far we've come to not even, like, come close to finding the boss room. I say close because we haven't seen, like, the room that it's adjacent to. Oh, such bad damage against spiders. Please tell me we get compensated for that. Yeah, okay, that's good, actually. Half heart interval, and we got functionally the same number of hits to take. Okay, so don't take damage on this room. If I can avoid that, I'll feel pretty confident going into this fight with Bad Trip. Watch out for the creep. I hate saying that this late into the game, but there's not much I can do about it, is there? Just gotta, you know, you gotta play the cards you're dealt. It's the bottom of the 9th, and you know you're up 2 strikes, bases loaded, but you got a bum arm. What are you gonna do? Okay, so I am going to. Ooh, I'm gonna try to dodge. I do have poison touch, so I gotta walk in and poison him every time, but I gotta try to dodge, even though it seems like fool's fucking mate because there's like a trillion shots coming in here. I have literally 0 orbitals around me, which is normally not the case at this point in the game. Normally you'd have at least 1, God willing. Let's drop some Mr. Mega shots in here at least. Okay, that's really bad. Doesn't Mr. Mega Shots sound like it could be, pop out full health now. Mr. Mega Shots sounds like he could be like a rapper from the Miami area, maybe? Like, hey, I'm Mr. Mega Shots. I drink Mega Shots. And then he would, like, you know, take like a shot of tequila, and then paid models that he hired for an hourly rate would come out and be like, ooh, Mr. Mega Shot, your arms are so big and your drinking tolerance is enormous. Quite virile, if I do say so myself. Mr. Megashot, you're such an apex predator. You poison your body for leisure. It's like I should talk. I'm just saying. I don't know why they became like a total dork halfway through that. Mostly because I like doing that voice, I suppose. Turns out that ended up working out fairly well for us. I just got a new item in my inventory. Please tell me I don't have another like Isaac trading card on Steam. I would be very surprised if that happened after like 700 hours. Now let's begin the long walk back to what? To get the sun card. Yeah, let's take some damage there on the way. We'll probably take damage on the way back too, but it is important for us to get the sun card. I guess I missed out on that spirit heart earlier. The sun card could end up making the difference between life and death, so we gotta get it, even if it does cost us health to get it. We gotta get it. Gotta get them all. It's a long freaking... Oh my god. It's a long walk back, too. Okay, so the sun card. Position yourself accordingly. Hey, we actually made it through there. Alright, down to the chest. I do still think this is a winnable run. The sun card is a huge help. Excuse me? This is not the right way. Should have counted the doors that we took like an emergency exit on a plane. But I didn't. So we'll take damage instead. Yeah, we're going to end up using the sun card just to survive to the point that we want to be at. Is it like more down and to the left? Okay, I guess it is. Alright, so the items that we get on the chest here are of critical importance. Hopefully we are actually able to get them, reroll them to something amazing. Ability to fly, extra damage is always amazing. We'll see. And, you know, the more chests we get, the better, of course. I could also take down the Wheel of Fortune card instead of the Sun card, but it would be a bad decision, I think. One more item, but this basically gives us full health and a little bit more on top of that. So, in terms of the damage that it deals out. So, a couple familiars, the Rosary and the Unicorn Horn. Rosary might not be the worst pickup, but I would have to like leave it here and then pick it up just before the boss fight, and I'm not willing to do that because that means I can't reroll these other ones. So I'm gonna reroll them. We just need better, basically. We need better than it's giving me. And tarot card here is the Lovers, which is nice. Spider Butt and Necronomicon are terrible, but we'll get at least one more reroll before the boss fight. So I think this is still the right way to handle it. We'll definitely go to our secret room. This is an easy room. Let's bait you. Get the fuck out of the way. Bait you, and then come down this way. Okay, what's in our secret room? Hey, the ability to fly. That's awesome. So we're still gonna go through like this room and the room below because we want to make sure we have a clear path to actually get to the boss room. Yeah, let's bait you and then just come down. Will we get a reroll? Yes, we will. Okay, so Famine and Pestilence. If you gotta fight 2 Horsemen of the Apocalypse, these are the ones you want to fight. Transcendence is a really nice like vanilla room pickup for us, don't get me wrong. It's not gonna win the run for us though. We gotta do that ourselves still. And if we just go into the fight with at least like enough health to survive a few hits and then use the Sun card as well, we should win. And I'll chalk that win up like 75% to tarot cards, don't get me wrong, but it would still be a win nonetheless, wouldn't it? So this is another fairly easy room. I don't want to use my bombs to make it easier, but we will. Just to minimize the amount of damage I take, in all hopefulness at least. Okay, oh, almost got hit there, but we're safe, and you're dead, which makes me even safer. Once these guys are gone, at least. Oh, no, I did take damage. That's so shitty. Alright, so 2 Gertie Juniors. These guys are gonna go wrecking crew on my ass, but that's why I left the, that's why I left that Spirit Heart back up there, because I didn't want to lose it. Instead, we can use that better than I would use it here. So I got hit, but I made sure to poison both of them. We've still got one more reroll coming here, boys, so don't worry about it too much. So, pick this up. And I think we're going to be fine. I played sloppily, but I kind of got carried by our items, so I think we're going to be totally okay to get the win here, but we'll see. And we could get the win easily, depending on these items, or more difficult. I'm just, like, in awe right now of what we've got here. Guess I'm gonna use the doctor's remote? I mean, it's either that or shoop the whoop. And I think the doctor's remote is maybe a little bit better from a damage standpoint than shoop the whoop, but I don't fucking know. But looks like we're gonna have to get carried by our damage here. Scapular will give us a little bit of extra invincibility, I think. Not very much, but a little bit. So we'll just drop the fat doctor's... Oh, okay, I almost fucked it up because it takes way longer than Epic Fetus to actually fall. This is okay. Just keep it up here. I do think we have a good chance. I've got to be a little bit more good about using my bombs, about using my poison here. But we're doing decent damage. We're doing fine damage, actually. Okay, now very important to use the sun card. Not now, but next. Okay, now we use the sun card. And that was damage I didn't have to take. So I'm not thrilled about it, but that's okay. So we're on the third phase of Blue Baby. And at this point, now that we've, like, all the chips have fallen, more or less, it seems exceptionally unlikely that I will lose this run. So we'll still play it cool because I could conceivably lose it, but it's just unlikely. 0 bombs means we're just going to poison him. That poison should kill Blue Baby at least. Eventually. We'll get back to a half-heart interval, which will give us not a benefit from Scapular, but some invincibility, and we win! Okay, that was good. As always, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, show your support, click the like button. It helps out a great deal. And of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. But for now, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.